New details emerging today in the capital murder case of an ex-Huntsville police officer, how the department is handling this case and how it's different from their handling of officer-involved murder cases in the past.
I'm wondering, are the shelves gonna be wiped clean maybe next time I go?
The supply chain crisis now fueling a baby formula shortage. How some parents are changing their shopping habits to compensate.
Another mild January day across North Alabama. That is all about to change. We're tracking the chance for winter weather this weekend. We'll show you when it could come through your neighborhood. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dan Schaefer.
And I'm Nicole Williams. We begin tonight with new developments in a Huntsville capital murder investigation. David McCoy is no longer a Huntsville police officer as of today. He was off duty last Friday morning when he's accused of shooting and killing Courtney Spraggins, who we're told was 7 months pregnant with his child.
And now we're learning more about the timeline of all that's happened over the past few days directly from HPD's police chief. Here's WAAY 31's Matt Kroschel.
Those initial responding officers contacted supervisors here at headquarters, and within about 50 minutes, headquarters had already reached out to the State Bureau of Investigations to take over. Chief Mark McMurray says McCoy was immediately relieved of his role as a police officer within hours of those officers arriving on the scene. Placed first on administrative leave, that was paid. McCoy was booked into jail on Friday night, where he remains now. Then on Monday, Chief made the decision to rescind the paid leave and place McCoy on leave without pay, unexcused. Since McCoy was locked up and failed to show up to work for the past 3 days, he was terminated. His state police certification stripped as well.
Had those first few officers not taken immediate responsibility to intervene, they recognize something is not right. What they recognize, that's going to be part of the investigation I can't talk about. They turned in one of their own officers that very minute. When they came to that scene, they weren't holding anything back. There was no cover-up, and we initiated the SBI process immediately.
That SBI investigation into Spraggins' death continues, and more charges could be coming. The chief also confirmed our sourced reporting this week that McCoy served for 2.5 years with HPD and was a Marine before that. On Thursday, WAAY 31's newsroom made a formal request with the Department of Defense for any documents the Marines have about McCoy's service. We could be getting those in weeks or months, depending on how fast they respond. For now, reporting in Huntsville, I'm Matt Kroschel, WAAY 31 News.
Another Huntsville officer, William Darby, was placed on paid leave and was paid for months after he was charged with murder. It was for a shooting while on duty. Officials at the department say they couldn't hold a disciplinary hearing to fire him, and the city paid his legal fees. Darby was found guilty of murder, and that verdict is being appealed.
6:03, beautiful sunset over North Alabama earlier this evening. Take a look at your screen right now. This is time-lapse video from Gurley, sent to us by WAAY 31 viewer Chauncey Woodard. You can send us your weather pictures and videos as well. Email us at share@waaytv.com. Meteorologist Rob Elvington is in for Kate tonight.
Rob, it's been mostly mild this week, but that could all change this weekend, huh?
Yeah, some big changes could arrive by Saturday and into Sunday. That's our next chance for winter weather here in North Alabama. But yeah, can't get over that beautiful sunset here this evening. Here's another photo sent in by viewer Melissa Williamson from Sand Mountain. Just gorgeous, and still getting a little bit of color on some of our cameras. But of course, that sunset was about an hour ago, and that's also allowing for those temperatures now to sneak back down into the upper 40s in Decatur. And we're sitting right around the low 50s in Huntsville, Muscle Shoals, and Guntersville. It will continue to see those temperatures dropping off through the rest of this evening down to the upper 30s by 10 o'clock this evening. Had a few very light showers move through earlier, but those have since exited off to our east and southeast. So we're going to stay dry through the rest of tonight. Day planner for tomorrow will be close to freezing tomorrow morning. Many spots will stay above freezing. Still need that jacket heading out the door. And then we're back up to the low 50s for your Friday afternoon. A little bit more cloud cover and a bit of a north wind. So that's why we're a little bit cooler for tomorrow. And then Saturday and into Sunday, we're going to start as all rain for just about the entire day Saturday. But once we cross over into Sunday morning, that's when we start to see that switch over to snow. We'll talk more about this coming up.
All right, Rob, thanks. As our weather team tracks winter weather heading our way, you'll want to download our WAAY 31 Storm Tracker weather app. It's free for Apple and Android devices.
Investigators in Jackson County are searching for an armed robbery suspect. Between 9:30 and 10 Wednesday morning, investigators say a man with a gun robbed the Fuel City gas station in Hollywood. Hollywood and Scottsboro police, along with Jackson County deputies, responded to that scene. They say the suspect got into the passenger side of a black Nissan Altima. They believe a woman was driving. If you know anything, call the Jackson County Sheriff's Office. A new preliminary hearing is now set in a Lawrence County murder on Christmas Eve. Timothy McCrary is expected in court on February 1st. He was supposed to go to before a judge tomorrow. McCrary is charged with shooting and killing Gavin Hargrove on December 24th. Investigators believe McCrary robbed Hargrove and then shot him.
New information, many moms are frustrated trying to get formula to feed their babies. It's in short supply, leaving some store shelves empty. We sent WAAY 31's Grace Campbell to check out some stores now across Madison County. And Grace, you're inside a grocery store now. What did you find?
So I am here at Star Market in Huntsville, and behind me it looks as if their children's formula and their baby formula is in full stock, but that's actually not the case. Their store manager told me they are running a shortage of certain formulas, like the Similac and the Enfamil that's right behind me. That's actually the case at a lot of stores in Madison County from what I saw. I went to about 5 or 6 of them, and it kind of varied between them, but for the most part, it seemed as if they were running some type of a shortage, and parents tell me that's really worrying to them.
It's definitely scary because the way the pandemic is going, you don't know what's going to happen next.
The disruption in the supply chain is a big worry for moms like Chelsea Lucas. Lucas gets her 6-month-old son the Enfamil Gentle Ease formula, but on Wednesday night, her Walmart didn't have any in stock.
And I usually get like another one if I can't get the one I usually get, but they didn't even have like either of those. They just had the small can, so I got that, but they were definitely pretty wiped out.
Several parents tell me they're currently experiencing a shortage of baby formula with various brands like Similac and Enfamil.
I'm wondering, like, are the shelves going to be wiped clean? Maybe next time I go. It's definitely worrisome.
Cassandra Leibensberger says she isn't currently dealing with the shortage of the type of Enfamil her 5-month-old uses, but she did in the beginning of the pandemic with her firstborn.
I'm really hoping that it's not an issue for us, but we definitely do try to keep a stock as well.
You are able to order formula directly from Enfamil if they are out of stock in certain stores. And Leibensberger tells me that's exactly what she plans to do if they do happen to face a shortage like they did last year. And I spoke with Star Supermarket, and they told me they're going to try and work with the companies to make sure that they can overcome the supply shortage. But for now, reporting live in Huntsville, Grace Campbell, WAAY 31 News.